Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, o see them yopo.
Okay. And come on, me no baba bidi. Hey, breaking news, fresh. What is the matter? Allegedly, Super OD, Gabby Otchere Darko, transferred money from Accra, Ghana. People are one man transfer, no money a year transfer, no. A copy of Belgium. ISS can be top UK. Allegedly, no. Sikana kwa could do Belgium. How they will transfer the money from Belgium, Europe, to United Kingdom, no, has become a problem. Very simple. Let me break it down for you. United Kingdom is no more part of the European Union. Brexit. It will free. They are not part of a Europe. If they were part of Europe, it would have made things easier. But they are no more part. In Tisikana kwa could do Belgium, and we are talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, a kwanya omefaso asikane baba do UK no. Adani problem. Allegedly. So, the authorities in Belgium say Gabby Otchere Darko Super OD allegedly ombra no mambe chere sikano what transfer ababe do Belgium no. It's not meant to do anything of legal activities and money laundering. This is the news. Very big, huge news. You see, under Akufo-Addo, they were using some special vehicle to siphon money from Ghana. Many of you are follow me. I have said this on radio. That under Akufo-Addo, Bosumi Bia from 2017 August, now almost transfer £1 million at the UK Kruma. Now ebe top obi account him. At the appropriate time, I will mention the person's name. Now, that special vehicle, no, and na omonam swa, omode yede, omode fesika no. Etimini woka say dia Belgium a block sika no. Say yen hwema transfer ne nkoso enkonkoto UK account ni. So allegedly Sikano belongs to Gabby Otchere Darko. Gabby a phone, a friend and Namfufu be a Ghana. Of course, he was Ghana's most powerful being, according to today's foreign affairs minister, Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa. He told us how powerful Gabby was under Akufo-Addo's regime. They used to call him God, God. I don't know whether if it is the smaller God or whatever. I don't know. But he was nicknamed the prime minister, nicknamed God. Maybe G with a small letter. Many woka say, what friend and now for ni be say, Ahochere Abba. You have heard it in the news already. The radio station, what Cape Coast, will lay off some workers till further notice. Sikeniwa or the betua workers 1 year pay. What happened? How come? So all of a sudden a business and to mean function just less than a year and a party free a BAM. What is the reason? Where was he getting the source of funding? Anyway, that one I will leave it to unknown in the board. But you see, let me break certain things down to you so that it will make more sense to your hearing. Anyway, you remember a year PDS. Ghana for your catch up say The family of Gabby Asare Otchere Darko ne nebusuafo na omo fa kwan boni bi so agi ECG aboso. In fact, they created a vehicle omo 2D PDS. Now even omo create a friend is saying WhatsApp platform omo 2D the rumble in the jungle. What happened? The Okoba and said that rumble in the jungle, no. Gabby Asare Otchere Darko and the phone were heard on tape discussing about percentage. It is there. Now, omo collect Ghana for ECG for sika. Mako 6 months. TME for 6 good months. Sa sika no anko Ghana confessing. Ne fine. But you will remember, sir, finance minister Bekache, so they were transferring some money from a certain account to another account. Na sika naira. Eye kenoforiata. Sa sika no ewe. Yanko yenim kakra na menkai wo adie bi because PDS in 2019 is here. Mama menkai wo this story. Agyapa royalties. Ube kai 2020. Some ube kaya omu flow 2 shares in a company called Agyapa Royalties Limited on the London Stock Exchange. Stock Exchange. Ube kai said the deal was meant to what? Make sure say a friend is say. Oh my Ghana, ye goodie ye good no. Womo benya womo percentage room. Affable till thy kingdom come. Now, ma memfa won free wo. Na memfa won bra the PDS. How government in 2019 was forced to terminate a friend is saying the agreement with Power Distribution Services Ghana Limited with the reason that there were challenges with the financial guarantee provided for the deal. This show is a fact-finding show. In Tuba, you can go and research. Do not be a political slave. Don't put on your political thinking ability. If not, you'll be blinded. And says, I have to defend Gabby. No, we are here for Ghana, not Gabby. Gabby is a Ghanaian. I'm also a Ghanaian. We all pay taxes, so we have to know where your taxes no echo. Now, Mobekai a merry deal. Energy sector transaction led to the dismissal of Boakye Darko as the energy minister in 2018. Samukai. Mo remember, me catch him said 2017 August na busumi biano. A month will be an MPP a transfer £1 million beto account to UK. Is it one of the reasons why in Tia Boakye Darko Pamono? Because Boakye Darko was becoming more difficult. Ibusam. Boakye Darko was becoming more difficult and stubborn. In fact, according to a letter written by Ken Oforiatta, he described Boakye Darko as a stubborn man and that he needs to be sacked immediately so that they can make progress with their thievery. That letter was sent from Kenneth Oforiatta to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now, you see, 2018, it was just barely a year and they appointed Boakye Darko. In fact, even a year to the extent, he said Boakye Darko, before the banking cleanup exercise, disagreed with Akufo-Addo. So they saw Boakye Darko as somebody, only woman enye de adwene enko benkro. So they had to kick him out. So barely a year, I man the position. The pine a year in free. Now, fast forward. Boachi Eja be reveal the reason why in Tia Gabby Emma Pamoni free a year Ministry of Energy. Ladies and gentlemen, and then come on now, me de buy no. The person the kudienti me catch them UK in 2018 said among the MPP political party, no, the current government a friend is saying officials, no, majority of them enimum pose ekufu adoni ni nuanom bi billionaires. And I still stand by my word. I still stand by my words. You see, getting to election 2020, Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, through the Ghana High Commission, reported me to the British police because I was revealing certain things which to them they didn't like. The British police came to my office for 3 good times. When they were coming, they came with not just one British police car. No. They came like the way videos to say ice. No. My office was surrounded with armed police officers. What was my crime? I have spoken truth about some dealings of Akufo-Addo. In fact, later on with those deals, Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa Ebebo Modianbe throw on the page to confirm what I was talking about. Now, how come, sir, the 8 years of Akufo-Addo, Gabby did not renounce the British citizenship? Adintra. What was the reason? Because he could have gotten a ministerial position easily. Gabby has lived in Ghana for many years. In fact, he was born and bred in UK. He was born at Chelsea Hospital, a very posh area. Oh yes, very posh. How come said that posh boy did not take up any ministerial position or any appointment? It is easy. Let him pretend as if he has no ministerial position, but he will be calling the shot behind the scenes. And that one day, if we are no more in power, we will not have anything about him to hang him or arrest him. So in short, they looted the money through Super OD. And it is very, 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 very sad. Because after all, every person who goes into politics will love also to, be given a ministerial position. Yes. Yeah. You want to be recognized. You want to be, be known out there. But how come Gabby did not take up any ministerial position? Is it because allegedly he was being used by Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo and Ken Ofori-Atta? This is something I just want you to, pay attention to. You remember when, close to election 2024, Gabby came out and said he's not a politician. It dawned on him that yes, their party is going into opposition. In fact, in 2024, January 2024, Gabby was already aware. Yes. He was already aware by the polls external polls and also the polls that they conducted through the BNI, National Security Service, National Security, whatever. They told them that if elections was held in January, Bawumia was going to get 35%. Yes. And that is why March, when I got my information from the British Army, after they conducted a thorough poll in Ghana, because I made mention of the first poll that I got on March, and then the second one was in August. And in all, they told me that they gave me the numbers, and I announced it on Rainbow Radio. Oh yes, I announced it on Rainbow Radio. And the numbers that I gave out was the exact figures that John Mahama got, with the point and everything. No wonder John Mahama started getting invited by the British authorities. As I speak to you, Ken Oforiatta has siphoned over billions of dollars. The reason he doesn't want to come. If he come, he will have to show where the monies are. He does not want to come. It is not about the government putting him into prison, but come and show us where these monies are. He does not want. Do you know why? Because some of these monies is being used to sponsor Bawumia. Yes. Some of these monies is being used to sponsor Bawumia. So if he comes and they arrest him, the funding of Bawumia will be very, very difficult. He will get funding, but it will not be as quick and smooth, free flow of cash from Kenneth Kuntum Kununkun Oforiatta. Look, these people have done us huge damage. But today, I wanted to give you the breaking news that Gabby Asare Otchere Darko allegedly is having to deal with money laundering questions in Belgium. Will he go and answer questions and get his monies back? Or he will let the money go down the drain and the pockets of the Belgian people? Alleged. Will he be bold and say that I'm going to collect my money? And now Obesha Masikanashi. The Belgian authorities are waiting for him. He needs to show his face and state the reasons and where the money is coming from, how he got the money, and what the money is going to be used for. If he can show, he will get his money back. But if he cannot prove that the money is coming from a genuine source and is meant to do genuine things, then Sikanashi. As my brother in America always says, Sikanashi. And this allegation, Gabby, if he's watching me, knows that this allegation is a big one. Now let me tell you. Wednesday, Thursday, he asked yesterday, he called a friend and begged him for $75,000. Just yesterday. He phoned a friend. That Chale, Maswayashi, me $75,000. Be the me 1 or 2 be. I need to go 1 or 2 and do 1 or 2. Is it that he wants to use that money to give to the people to help him get his money back? The team. Yesterday, where he was standing and making the calls and asking and begging the money all. And quickly I came to put it out when my intel gave me the information about Gabby Otchere Darko, born in Great Britain, schooled here, and later came to Ghana. In fact, there are stories about Gabby, how when he was young, Scotland Yard. He has a case with the Scotland Yard. Anybody who lives in UK knows when we talk about Scotland Yard, it's not about small crime, isn't it? But anyway, that one, we will just let it slide, because once a child, always as a child. But when you grow up, you put away all the childish things, isn't it? But there is a history out there. What was it about? And I know you've heard many of it on social media. Even our brother Listowell has even said it. But I'm not going to go into it deep too much. Tonight's case that I brought to you, Ghana, is that the Belgium authorities, they have detected money laundering allegedly belonging to Gabby Otchere Darko. You see, let me tell you about the MPP. And let me tell you one thing I have told Ghanaians. I heard yesterday somebody saying that, oh, Dr. Ren, you people saying that you are putting pressure on John Mahama to arrest these people, and that if John Mahama does not arrest these people, I'm not saying that people should leave the NDC, no, and go and support the MPP, no. Likewise, if you think MPP is good for you, I'm not saying you should leave it and come and join NDC, no. But I'm saying that anytime you hear of any organization or political party in Ghana, and that political party, Ofori Atta, JB Dankwa, Ekufu Addo, Buzia Dankwa, these people are members of that political party, it is best that you don't join. Oh yes. Dankwa Dombo Buzia tradition was formed because of bitterness against Kwame Nkrumah, the Nzima man. Yes. Just like the way they formed MPP because of Jerry John Rawlings. Oh yes. In 1990, here in London, they sat to what? Find ways and means to overthrow Jerry John Rawlings. In fact, if I'm to take you back to the days of General Kutu Echampo, when Otumfuo himself spoke in public, not private, public, so I can refer to him, His Royal Majesty, Nana Otumfuo, na say tutu. He said, "Enya wu nana mene wo, ene nyan techi, anana Echampo tata yen." One of the things is that Ghanaians have not gotten the opportunity to ask Otumfuo what were they doing for Kutu Echampo. You see, Akufo Addo and Rawlings were friends. You want me to shock you, innit? Before Rawlings became president, yes, the fight against Kutu Echampo, Nana Echampo's uncle, the musician, his uncle is Kutu Echampo. Kutu Echampo's wife is still alive. She is not dead. Guess what? 1990, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo was not happy with Jerry John Rawlings. They formed the MPP because of Jerry John Rawlings. Now let me take you back a little bit down memory lane. When Nkrumah was overthrown, you would expect that the UP tradition would add, as at the Saddle College we say, others have labored, and we share their glory. Ours is to do exploit and add, not subtract, add to the gains. So my senior, Kojo Dazi, whose uncle was once upon a time Ghana's chief of staff, is watching me from the United States of America. We say we add to the story, we don't subtract. So how come when UP tradition took over, they started subtracting and destroying whatever Nkrumah built? Why? It was because they don't have the brains and the vision to build, but they have the azanlogy, the wagadre spirit to steal and destroy. Because all of their political parties or organizations or whatever they have formed is always based on bitterness against someone. When it came to Nkrumah's time, it was bitterness against Kwame Nkrumah. The two political parties that was formed in Ghana were formed by Nzimes. The first one, UGCC, the first Ghana political party, by Alfred Park Grant from what? Axim, my maternal side. In fact, the CPP was formed by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, another Nzima. Now let's learn something here. If you give the MPP 1 million years to lead Ghana, they will lead us into temptation. They will never deliver us from the troubles and poverty, from the shame and disgrace that our forefathers went through, because they have nothing good to offer the nation Ghana. I repeat, they have nothing good to offer the nation Ghana. Check anytime they are in power. They always go after people's properties. 1966, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's parents went after people who were rich in Ghana. I keep saying, the house in Nima, where Akufo-Addo grew up, that home does not belong to his father. In fact, it belongs to one Nigerian rich man who was a businessman in Ghana. And when a change of government came, they brought something called property owning democracy. They said the aliens must go. So they went after people who were prosperous, took over their properties, and made it as if those properties were theirs. These are the thieves. These are the thieves. So when I'm speaking to Ghana, I don't speak to Ghanaians because of today. When people leave a legacy, you come and add, you don't subtract. But MPP will always find means to subtract. Nkrumah built Tema oil refinery. When they came, they shut the oil refinery, supported Sentio something, and left Tor to rot. Let me tell you something. I know NDC will face some challenges. Oh, yes. Because we are undertaking a journey. I wrote a poem when I remember I think I was either 10 years old or 11 years old. And the poem was entitled, "We are undertaking a journey full of thorns, grief, and sorrow. But we should never give up, even though the NDC will go through some turbulence. But that does not mean that you should forget the gains, the joy, the happiness in the nation. And go and bring the Akufo-Addo's MPP, the JB Dankwa's MPP, the Ken Ofori-Attah's MPP, the Gabby Asari Otchedakon's MPP, Tofe Akwa. Let us not make that mistake. Because when Ghanaians thought governance was easy and they kicked out Nkrumah in 1966 and the UP people took over, we all saw what they did. They could not continue the Tema motorway. They could not add the many ships Nkrumah left behind. They could not add to the many aeroplanes and planes that Nkrumah bought for us. They could not add to the many teaching hospitals Nkrumah built for us. They could not add to the achievements of Kwame Nkrumah. The many industries, the many factories, the Abosso glass factory, the airport, they could not add. They came to subtract. And when they come and change names to rename it after their parents. Why should somebody have sex? Give doggy to Antiesi, and Antiesi will give birth to a bouncy baby boy and name that child Kwame Ghana. And then when Akufo-Addo and Co come, they say, no, we will name that child Ofori Paying. Lie. Monkey for no work. Make baboon come chop. But that is the MPP for you. The MPP that their tradition is the JB Dankwa, the Dombo, the Ofori Atta, the Buzies, the Adodankwes. This is the gospel truth. And that is why today I have to come and break the news for you guys. There is more news coming up. More is coming up. I am telling you, by September, October, some of the people are going to jail. Oh, kwata, November, December, many people will go to prison. Watch the space. Because some of us have already started talking to the Attorney General and the other people that we want to see action now, not later. If not, we will do a gargantuan demonstration. Not because we want the NDC to go into opposition. No, because we believe that the NDC is the only political party to punish the MPP looters. And they must jail them now and not later. And not later. Let me tell you something. How the JB Dankwa, the Ofori Atta, and the Akufo-Addo lied the people of Ashanti region, especially my own Ashantis, that Nkrumah was against them. Whenever they say that, ask them, who gave the title of Sajifo to Kwame Nkrumah? Ask them. Ask them that which prominent chief gave Osajifo that title, gave Nkrumah the title Osajifo. In fact, it was Prempe who gave Osajifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the title as Osajifo. And that is why Nkrumah honored him and said that all the chiefs in Ghana must assemble in Ashanti region for all their meetings. So don't listen to them. These people who always play with the Machiavellian tactics, beware of them. As my guns will say, don't join them, because the more you join them, you become more tribalistic. You will not think on nation, Ghana first. You will not think on nationalism. You will be thinking about MPP, thief, steal, thief, steal. That is why I keep telling you. One thing that MPP came to fulfill, that is true. And you can also find out. When MPP came to power, one thing, as for that one, they fulfilled it. Oh yes. It is not everything that the MPP came and then they couldn't fulfill. I know you are saying, D-Ren, Papa Ghana. What are you talking about, Papa Ghana? But let me shock you. When MPP came to power, they fulfilled John 10:10. Go and read the Bible. If you're a Muslim, maybe I don't know if Muslims are allowed to read the Bible. I don't know. But if you are not allowed, let somebody read it to your hearing. Or let me read it to you. And I quote, "The thief cometh not only to steal, but to kill and to destroy." MPP came to steal from Ghanaians. They came to kill businesses, kill pensioners, domestic debt exchange program, DDEP. A whole prominent man like Karma Pharmaceuticals. I remember when I was young and I used to attend classes with Karma Pharmaceuticals children. I was young as a young guy. I used to attend classes with his nephews and nieces. Brilliant people. Even in those days, I knew of Karma Pharmaceuticals. Akufo-Addo came and collapsed the man's business. And the man died. He's dead and he's buried. Now who calls him? Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ken Ofori-Atta. These are the people. So what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that be careful of the political party that Akufo-Addo is part of. Be careful of the political party that Ken Ofori-Atta belongs. Be careful of the political party that Gabby Asari Otchere belongs. The devil will never change. Since the days of John the Baptist, Satan is still Satan. He will never change. So don't expect the MPP to change from their ways. Don't expect them. Don't expect anything new. And so, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to end it here. My name, of course, is Papa Ghana, D Sexy, as the lovely ladies call me, D Ren, Dr. Ren. I'm a full-blooded Ghanaian. It doesn't matter where my feet currently is. Ghana till eternity. God bless our homeland Ghana, make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever and ever. Gabby Asari Otchere, allegedly money laundering. The Belgium people are asking him to come and answer to some questions. If not, over $100 million will go down the drain. Anasi Ebeka Sisikano, Ashi. May God be with us all and have a great weekend. One love.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.